Actually, yes. One time I was roaming the streets of London by myself when I ran into pop icon Harry Styles. He came up to me and asked if I was a virgin, and of course I said yes, then proudly showed him my chastity ring. He then pushed me over,
drops the belt,
screamed, "Treat people with violence," and ran away. Luckily, I've learned from my experiences and now wear knee pads when I'm walking alone. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number
37
of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. Today we're eating
dairy digestive supplement lactase enzyme.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all we're eating. This is just going to be here for like the set piece.
It's for show, but we're going to chew on these pills for an hour.
Do you chew on them?
No, you don't chew. Some of them you... God damn it. I can get you another one.
Fuck!
But you're not going to taste it, so it's fine.
I was like, should I just eat this?
I just cleaned yesterday. We're good.
All right, cool. It's 5
We're
seconds,
eating
right?
some fat sals. It's what it's called. And the food is exactly what it sounds like. And it's very cheesy and very thick, so we're popping a little lactase pill before we start.
Just in case. We're both lactose intolerant boys. It's not great, but it could be worse.
It's insane how much more lactose intolerant I've gotten in the past 2-3 years.
Same.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's so strange.
Like, I saw... Dude, these are heavy-ass sandwiches. I've already eaten all my fries, too. Look at this.
It's also funny, too, because
it's my forearm.
You look at them, too, and it's like, mine is just so much less dense than yours.
Like,
you look at this, and you're like, oh, that should be, like, thick and heavy. And it's not. Like, it's just, like, a normal, like, sandwich weight.
I gotta read what's in my sandwich, because I totally forgot. But truly, these are our pickles, also.
So do you know, like, who owns Fat Sal's?
I do not.
Did you ever watch Entourage?
Yes.
The guy who plays Turtle?
That's his
This is, like, he's a part owner in it.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, they're...
All right, what's in this? What's in this? Let me see. See if I remember. I don't remember, so I have to look it up.
Actually, you know who told me that?
Who?
It was Nate.
Really?
Yeah, Nate Merchant. When I first, like, moved out here, he was just like, dude, he was like, I started coming here because, like, it was great, and it was, like, right down the street, and, like, dude, the guy from Entourage owns it, and apparently he was just, like, Nate was just, like, a huge Entourage fan.
That's so funny.
So he just, like, got into it that way, and I was like, hell yeah, dude, and it was great.
All right, I gotta find what is in this thing.
I got a turkey pastrami, which is, like, just one of my favorite fucking sandwiches anywhere I go. It's got, like, some pimentos in there, made him put some sweet peppers. It's gonna be great.
Why can I not find... It just doesn't exist anymore, or what? Oh my god, Fat Sal... Dogecoin is back up. Mm-hmm. We got a lot to talk about today, boys. Fat Sal's menu. All right, hold up. I got what is called the Fat Jamie. And on the Fat Jamie, we've got grilled ham, chicken fingers, grilled fresh jalapenos, grilled onions, melted mozzarella, sliced avocado, shredded lettuce, tomato, fries, mayo, tapatio sauce, fresh squeezed lime juice. Holy fuck.
Dude, it's a thick boy.
How did they fit it all in here? All right, I gotta try.
Dude, this is that kid from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that, like, eats all the chocolate.
Oh.
But, like,
Augustus
in a sandwich.
Gloop.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Gloop.
Uh-huh.
It's been so long since I've seen that. Oof. M?
Wow. That's a fucking sandwich, dude.
It's a big old sando, man.
Holy shit.
Just out here crushing sandos.
Immediately after I unwrapped it, it just all came apart.
Here's the thing about sandwiches. Sandwiches are the ultimate food because it's every food.
Yeah.
You can make a sandwich out of anything.
Absolutely. That's so
perfect.
true.
And that's why I love it. It's so easy. It's just in a nice little package. You just grip it and rip it. That's it.
Yeah. This is gonna fall apart so quickly.
Oh, yeah. Just eat it like a taco. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, you fucked.
Wow.
Oh, but at least it's on the chicken tender.
Oh
Finger?
my god.
Tender? What constitutes a tender versus a finger? Are they different? Are they the same?
I think
Is it
tenders
just
are
colloquial?
fatter.
Oh, okay.
I think they're the same thing. I just think people name them based on the thickness. I don't really know. Hold on.
Dude, everything's based on the thickness. Come on.
I'm not gonna be able to touch anything for the rest of the fucking pod.
Oh yeah. We'll get you some wet wipes.
Okay, first impressions, holy shit. That's incredible. So good. Second impressions is I know I'm gonna be fucked up later.
Yeah, dude, this stuff moves through you. Like, Have you ever like thought of like a duck that got caught in an oil spill, like in those Dawn commercials?
Yeah.
Okay, now imagine taking that duck and like setting him at like a PVC pipe and having him try to get to the other side. That's how this moves through you.
Yo.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Real slow. Kind of hurts, but you know, like you're gonna be fine in the end. You know?
Yeah. It'll all be worth it. You know, after you've shit your brains out on the toilet for 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
You got it. You're getting it. Good.
All right, I gotta slow down. Holy shit, this is so good.
Overall, rating.
Wow. Truly, as far as sandwiches go, I mean, like, you can't really rate this along with other sandwiches. Like, it's not really a sandwich. It's just like, it's like a whole like gastropub between bread. That's what it is, dude.
Yeah, this is exactly like the type of thing that you end up paying $16 for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's essentially what it costs.
And I get it. I get why it's $16 because it's literally just like a bunch of appetizers from like a bar. Chicken fingers, jalapeno poppers, and then they put some bread in it.
Yep.
The bread does not do a good job.
It does its best, but it doesn't do well.
Yeah, so as far as, all right,
It's only so far a French loaf can go.
as far as what they put in it, holy shit, it's great.
Yeah.
The flavors all complement each other really well.
Yep.
It's incredible. The bread tastes fine on its own. It's very soggy. You know, it's really hard to... Again, I'll not fault the bread, but it is like, you've been doing this for a while. Is there another way you can... You got to be able to
Probably
figure
try
out these
something out,
sandwiches.
you
Yeah,
know?
come on. A little thicker loaf or something. Though, get some of that bread that they use at fancy restaurants. That shit's
yeah.
so hard to bite into,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Like ciabatta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get this on a ciabatta roll?
Just a
Oh,
big
it'd be
square.
perfect. It'd be perfect.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Like, I kind of wish that they had, like bread options.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, I get overwhelmed by, like, choices
Mm-hmm.
all the time. Going into a Jimmy John's, like, in college was,
Oh,
like, the
dude.
worst experience of my life.
Yeah.
Just because I couldn't figure anything out. So, like, I kind of like that. It's just like, hey, man, you get this. You can add some stuff to it, but that's it. You get what you get kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that. But, yeah, the bread is the real drawback here.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, that's fine.
That's fine.
It's
cool.
It's gone now.
But overall, that's a solid 9.
Hell yeah.
I fuck with it.
Okay.
It's super good. I've never had this before. It's very,
Yeah,
very
I
good.
mean, like, they're like signature sandwiches. I'm down here now. Their signature sandwiches are, like, kind of great because they're unique. You know, they're signature. Who would've
Yeah,
thought?
true.
But in terms of, like, their other ones, they're just kind of like sandwiches. Like, this is good. This is still, like, one of, like, my favorite things to get. But it's just like, man, it's, you know, it's just a turkey and pastrami.
It's a sandwich. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd probably sit this one specifically around, like a 7.5.
Okay.
Somewhere around there.
It's not fair, dude. That's a solid sandwich score, though.
But yeah, like I get this, you know, every month or so.
fuck
I
yeah.
like Fat Sal's. Fat Sal's
Can't
like
go
a
wrong
good
with it.
treat for it.
Mm.
It's a good
Their
LA
shapes
staple.
were as expensive as their
Oh,
sandwiches.
dude, they're so fucking good though.
Why are they so much? Why was this
they're
$16 shake?
They're like this big,
Holy
and
fuck.
they just pack shit into it. It's like a malt basically.
Oh.
They're so good.
That sounds really
Terrible
good.
for you.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like
don't even
this
want
with a
to.
shake would be like 4,000 calories probably. Have you ever looked up the nutrition facts for a Portillo's?
God, no, I don't want to think about it.
So,
The cake shake, I'm sure, is fucking insane.
we'll get there.
All right, all right.
So we were in, this was like my junior year of college, and like a bunch of my friends and I went up to Chicago because like three of our friends in our friend group were from like the suburbs of Chicago. Cool. So we went to Chicago. And we stopped at a Portillo's because like Silas had never had it before because he's from Vermont. And so like we were there and we're like, all right, let's get Portillo's. So we get it, and Silas is like, I gotta get a cake shake. He's like, I've got to experience, I've got to know what it feels like, which probably didn't go as well as he planned. But he gets it, and we're like sitting in the back, and this kid's a marathon runner. Like he runs like 13 miles a day. He's that kind of a person. And so he looks up. We were sitting there talking about it. We were like, how bad do you think this is for you? And he's like, you know, I'm gonna look at the nutrition facts. We're like, dude, don't do that.
Oh, no.
We're like, do not do that.
Don't do it.
So like it's like silent for a couple of minutes. We're just like driving back to the house. It's cold as shit. It's like Christmas basically, and we just hear in the back seat, and we turn around. We're like, what? He's like, it's 100 calories an ounce, and he got a 32 ounce. They only serve it in 16 and 32 ounces. Yeah, dude.
No way.
Like a shake is 1,600 calories at Portillo's. So like, I don't even want to imagine what this combo would have been like.
Dude, I don't know what it is about this. I truly am just like a dirty glutton for this right now. I don't even care. I know we're being filmed. I'm fucking digging in.
Dude. It's like the best feeling though. It's like when you just like throw caution to the wind and you're like, I'm gonna eat as much of this as I fucking can. It's
oh my
good.
God.
You put chicken tenders and French fries in a sandwich, automatically it's
You
like
cannot go wrong with that.
Yeah, your base is like a 6 out of 10.
Oh my God, bro. Like, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm almost done, I swear. But holy shit.
Somebody please make a super cut of just like each bite he takes, but like just the bite, you know, where you like cut out like the extraneous stuff, so it's just until it's gone.
It's like that vine of the pastor. Thank you.
It's all the brands.
It's so good.
Wah. I love that one too.
Oh, well. All right, one bite and more, and then I'll get.
Dude, I'm actually very impressed. We are 11 minutes into this, and you've already crushed it. I still have a whole half a sandwich to go. Holy shit, man!
I don't know what happened, dude. I was
blacked out.
I blacked out. I astral projected. I'm now back in my body. What the fuck?
Your soul was like Nicholas. We must leave for a moment.
My
Why?
hands. I like don't know what happened, man. I'm in like a blind rage of just hunger and.
Are you still
ecstasy.
hungry though?
I don't think so. I can't tell. I think I ate it too fast.
Your brain just hasn't caught up.
Yeah, I'm on my last pickle. Oh, dude, Salvatore, thank you so much for this food. You big fat son of a bitch. Hey, it's Chunky Salvatore. No, I rebranded now. It's Fat Sal. It's just Fat Sal.
He's like a rapper.
Yeah.
He went from like an opera singer to a rapper, and that's like his rebrand.
Pudgy Salvatore. Nah, it's just Fat Sal now.
Yeah. All of his all of his beats have like a slight like operatic section to it. Like there's just always like a bit where it's just like, dude, that would actually be kind of sick.
That would be kind of sick. It's like dude in perfect unison. It's nuts.
I feel like we're doing this too much, man.
I know.
We're just becoming the same person.
Yeah. All right.
Your astral projected soul just entered my body instead.
I think that's what happened. Fuck, dude.
It's the plot to Cyberpunk from here on out on this podcast.
Wow. All right. 10 minutes of eating.
Oh yeah.
And now we can get into the
You
nitty
got your review.
gritty.
Got the food. You can go get a suggestion. If you need a suggestion, absolutely pick up any of their fucking signature sandwiches because they're so good. They're so interesting. But if you're feeling a little bit on the lighter side, all that stuff's good too.
Yeah. Notice how his bread is fully intact. Goddamn, mine turned into ramen.
Dude, you put it in a cup and you're just like sipping on it.
Oh, what you
the rest
got
of the
there? What, some Earl Grey?
That's some bread.
No, it's ciabatta.
Like a spice named ciabatta?
No, it's straight up. It's focaccia and ciabatta mixed. With some Fat Sal's dressing, which is why I'm drinking it.
Well, when you say like...
It's bread.
What?
2 loaves of bread in a cup.
How? What? How?
Liquid bread, my guy.
You just wait long enough.
You put some of the Fat Sal sauce. You wait 5 minutes. And that shit's linguine.
Could you imagine? You pour that shit over like some fucking pasta, serve it to your guests.
Oh, it takes out all of the effort of needing to bite 2 things at once. Mm-hmm. Liquid bread. Bro. No one steal our fucking idea. Copyright.
They have it. Canned bread. That fucking episode of SpongeBob.
I figured it was from SpongeBob, the way you said it. I've never really seen SpongeBob. I mean, I've seen SpongeBob, but like maybe like 3 episodes, you know?
Bro.
I know, it's an issue.
Dude, have you ever seen One Perfect Shot, the Twitter account? It's always like still from a film, director of photography.
No.
Great fucking Twitter account. My friend Griffin, who is like a film pundit, he runs one called One Spongy Shot, where he takes like a still from SpongeBob that you can like loosely equate to a film.
No.
So like, there's the one where
hilarious.
like he opens it up and it's like that spatula, and they're like looking at it and they're like, oh my god. Or no, it's the pizza and they're like looking at it and it's like Pulp Fiction or something. It's like something like that. It's
that's
so funny.
cool.
I don't know if he's updated it in a while, but it's just like one of the funniest like Twitters I've stumbled across. I was told about it, but you know.
Yeah. Still, that's fucking cool. It takes so much effort to run a Twitter account like that, dude. It takes so much effort.
Dude, Megan runs an iCarly quotes account.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's
like,
so funny.
Dude, the amount of effort she puts into that is mind-boggling.
That's so
like
dope.
it takes so much fucking time to do that shit.
Yeah, it does.
Everybody go out and follow One Spongy Shot and iCarly Quotes Daily.
iCarly quotes daily.
That's
like the perfect. Really?
She posts it like every couple of weeks.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's so funny. She's literally going like episode by episode and like taking screenshots of every like quote that she thinks is funny and then captioning it and then posting it.
That's so good.
Dude, she ran up like 300 followers in like the first week.
Oh, that's amazing.
Just like
I
no
love
marketing or anything. Just like made the account, just rolled with it.
That's so dope.
It's so funny.
I fuck with that.
All organic, baby.
All organic, free range followers, cage free.
Cage free, grass fed, grade A, biodynamic, and organic.
Dude, my hands smell.
I don't know what we were talking about anymore.
Her followers.
Followers, there we go. I just like lost it as I was talking. I was like, I don't
Cage
remember
free.
what we're talking about. ADHD is a fucking nightmare,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, I bet.
Awful.
All right, y'all. So there's a lot that's been happening this week. So much so that I haven't seen anyone talk about one thing like widespread, unanimously, that isn't politics in years. You know?
Yeah.
This fucking GameStop shit is
Jimmy to the moon, baby.
ridiculous. Jimmy to the moon. Diamond hands.
Diamond hands.
It's fucking crazy.
Dude,
So-
and it's wild too, because like people who aren't even like literally invested in it are going
Following along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's so many streamers that I know I'm just like, they're not investing in this shit, but they all have just like the diamond hands and shit like that as like their
That's so
stream
dope.
links, and I'm like, this is incredible.
That's so dope.
I love this so much.
Yeah, it's nuts. I bought in at $50, but I'm holding strong because it's so. I've never been into stocks, never. Like I know they exist. I have some stocks, whatever. It's like long-term stocks that I'm not going to pull out until retirement. But like
Mutual funds, baby.
mutual funds.
Yeah.
But like this whole week, both monitors fully like full screen. The tickers up on like one screen, and then like Reddit up on the other screen, and fucking like it, like my portfolio on another screen. It's insane. I'm just like, it's like a game. It feels like it's literally like I'm like on a high from like gambling.
That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's like very like. There's like a lot of studies that like the people who do like day trading and stuff like that, and people who have gambling addictions, often like the same parts of their brain are firing as they're like
really?
doing everything.
Oh, shit.
It's wild.
That's insane.
That's so strange.
Wow, that's super cool.
And day trading's like fucking hard, dude.
Day trading is hard.
Like to get good at that, first of all, the barrier to entry is so fucking high.
you have to put in so much money.
Yeah, and like most places won't even allow you to make like a brokerage account unless you have $25,000 liquid,
Yeah.
like that you can just like dispose of.
It's nuts.
And that's not a whole lot of people.
No, absolutely
So it's like
not.
to get there is already a fucking nightmare. So it's like usually a lot of like rich kids whose parents like just kind of paid for everything and then
Right.
just do whatever. But some of them are, you know, legitimate people who have like saved up, started investing, so on and so forth. And now you get to this type of a phenomenon where it's just like a quick coordinated assault
Yeah.
of all of those people who
Yeah.
have like built, excuse me, Fat Sal's coming back with a vengeance,
Ooh,
baby.
Fat Sal.
But they're just like coming at it, looking at it like this is a game
Yeah.
that we can now win
That's
somehow.
literally what it's, and like it just feels so cool to like be part of this huge widespread movement of like fuck the one percenters, fuck the whatever. Like it's weird. It's some like V for Vendetta anonymous type shit. Like it's wild.
Yeah.
It feels cool.
Have you been like reading like the posts that people put in Wall Street Bets that are just like, this one's for you, Dad?
Yeah.
Like I read that one this
Yeah.
morning, and the dude was like, he lost everything in 2008. All their money went out the window. Everybody got fucking just dunked on.
Yeah.
And all these people are just like, yeah, like I watched like families fall apart. I watched like all this shit happen.
Wow.
All the while I was looking at like the photos that were coming out of like the one percenters, like looking down on the
like
the
taking
occupied
pictures
people
of them and laughing at
with
them.
like champagne and shit.
Yeah.
And they were just like, yeah, this one's like going up to them. And then you have like the billionaires coming out on like MSNBC being like, this is an attack on the wealthy. And it's just like,
you're not going to win this, blah, blah, blah. Like,
it's like, yeah, probably not. But at least like, we're putting up a fight.
Yeah.
You know, like that's the thing. And it's just like, that's like the fucking wild part when you literally have billionaires coming out being like, oh, we're losing so much money because we were betting on this company going into bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And
but then you have all these people like AOC and like fucking Ted Cruz and like all of these like people who you never expect just coming out of the woodwork and be like, hey, fuck you. Like the people need this. What's the point of a free market if it's not a free market?
Right.
It's nuts.
And it never has been. Yeah. And that's like the thing. It's like there's always been the illusion.
Sure.
That it's been there. Like people like, you have the ability to get in and do stuff, but like the only people that make it are the people who are already up here.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to do that.
Yeah.
And so like this whole thing is like, you know, these people are basically making their own hedge fund and they're just sitting on their shit being like, fuck these guys. Because like short selling already is a fucking scam.
Yeah, totally.
Because you just borrow shares and then sell them. Like why do they just get to have them?
Yeah.
Like that's weird. And you only get to do that if you are a broker. Like you only get to do that if you have that relationship. And it's all just insider fucking trading.
Of course.
And that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like it's never been weird. And then fucking Robinhood pulled out.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because they're fucking Citadel. It's so weird. Like there's so many big players like in the game, and like this company controls this company, and this company is like this, and it like it's all just like it's so convoluted. It's wild.
well, if I knew sign language, man.
I wish I knew sign language.
God damn it! Why did I have to bite right then? So I lost it.
Talking about Citadel and all these.
Yeah. Okay. So the interesting thing about that too is that like you have this company like Citadel who owns this Melvin company and who also owns like a majority share of Robinhood. So it's like very incestuous where it's just like they've literally propped themselves up so they can't lose.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, if this one goes down, they just go to this other people and be like, all right, hey, do this. And like they can just wait for stuff to fold out and whatnot.
Crazy.
And shorting is literally just betting on that a company will file for bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Or it's like it.
Yeah.
Like you're just waiting for them to fail so that you can make money off of their misery.
Yeah.
Which is just so fucked up. But it's like, okay, that's pretty much.
That's kind of their whole game, dude. It's like preying on the less fortunate. Like that's wild. I couldn't sleep at night, dude. I don't know how the fuck they do. I just don't think they've ever been part of. They've never been exposed to it.
Yeah, though they've never lost anything.
Yeah,
they've never like had to scrape for things, and it's like, you know, I've lived a very privileged life where I've never had to experience that either, but I've been around it, and like these people like. Because they're so fucking isolated and insular, like they don't know people who have like experienced hardship. Yeah. So like when they're like, oh, it's that whole fucking meme from Arrested Development where she's like, it's a banana. How much could it cost? Like
$10.
$10.
Yeah.
It's like they just don't have the concept of it. So like when people actually suffer, they're just like, oh, well, all they have to do is like pick themselves up by their bootstraps, like I did. And it was just like, all right, homie, but you started with like $4 million.
Yeah, like I did. Bullshit, dude.
It's like the tweet that was like, oh, so these like billionaires can like lose all their money, but like that's fine because they'll just like, you know, make it all back with their like superhuman work ethic, right? And it's like, dude, they have no work ethic. Yeah, they never had to do anything.
It's wild.
It's like beautiful to watch it happen.
Oh, it's great.
Beautiful to watch the people that have always won lose. Yeah, for a little bit at least.
Yeah, for a little bit. I mean, obviously they're gonna end up on top. We'll see. This next week will be pivotal. The next couple of weeks, I don't really know what's going to happen. I mean, GameStop took a huge plummet. They're trying to buy up all the shares and scare people. Yep. It plummeted from like mid 400s to like low 100s. And now it's back up. It's like 350 right now, I think.
Dude, if you just buy the dips, that's it.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. So we'll see. And now Dogecoin, which is nuts, went up like 800%. Yeah, which is crazy.
It went from like what, like 2/1000ths of a dollar to like.
Now it's like it was at 8 cents at its high on Friday. Right now it is at. It's probably pretty low right now, but it was 2 cents all weekend, and now it's 4 cents. So.
Dude,
it's weird. That's crazy to me. That's because that's literally all just people rallying and being like, let's buy Dogecoin. Because like no one's that doesn't really affect anyone. That's not like, that's not like a stock where
Right.
there's billionaires who are, this is just like people like, let's drive up the price of this coin and make people rich and then hold it. It's crazy.
And that's all, like, that's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Because, like, all these people are literally, like, and the funny thing, too, is that, like, that barrier to entry is also, like, a lack of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
The reason that they make all of these things so complicated is so that normal fucking people don't do it.
Yeah.
So that you have to hire somebody to do it for you. And so that the people who were going to invest becomes a lot smaller because they're like, I don't want to get in that game.
Right.
So now that people have like figured it out, and like you see a lot more on the internet of people like explaining these things to people, it's kind of nice because like you're gonna have to like deal with the SEC and stuff like that, basically rewriting like all of these codes and stuff like that, so that we get back to the same point, so that they can
like
profit
black
again.
box, so they don't.
Yeah. And that's exactly what's going to happen. It's depressing.
Yeah.
But I think if people can hold out long enough and just like tank these funds,
I
like
think man, I'm really excited to see what happens because like obviously, so Wall Street Bets is like everyone is on that sub now. It was like 1 million, maybe 2 million.
They had
at
like
the beginning of last week.
I believe they had like 4 million new subs last week.
Yeah, they're at 7. They're at like 7.5 right now, which is crazy. So obviously that's kind of diluted the waters a little bit, and like it makes it kind of hard to sort through things because like people on that sub they'll jump on anything. They'll be like, if someone writes something compelling sounding enough, because they're not. I mean, most of the people there, I'd say the vast majority of the people there are not financial advisors. They just they like the stock,
and neither are we.
Right.
That's a preference.
Also, don't take advice. Yeah.
Don't listen to us.
And so, but if anything sounds compelling enough, it gets like 60,000 upvotes, and people are like, "Oh fuck yeah, this, and this," which like is super cool, but it's also super dangerous because a lot of these 4,000, 5,000, or 5 million new people are just like, "Oh, this sounds fun," and they
don't
have
tank themselves.
Yeah, they have the ability to really fuck themselves over.
Like the stock market is a casino, man. If you whatever you're going to invest, assume that you have lost it. Assume that money is not going to come back to you.
Yeah.
And the problem is not a lot of people have that disposable income. So you see people getting into this being like, oh, these guys are like, fucking deep fucking value made.
Took $18 million.
Yeah, took 50 grand, turned it into like 44 million at its peak and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh shit, like I can get rich. So they're like dumping like
they're taking out second mortgages.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Shit
it's like
that.
dude, don't fucking do that. If you don't already have the disposable income to dump into it, don't. Yeah. Don't pull stuff out. Don't mortgage stuff. Don't take out new like loans and everything like that. Don't do that. Absolutely, do not fucking do that. Just let it ride. Be a part of it. Buy $50, $100
for fun. Yeah, be a little part of it. You know, if you want to dip your toes in.
But don't put serious money into this shit.
At this point, I mean,
if you did it in 2019, sure. But now, no.
Yeah, at this point, although people, that's the thing. Like, people seem to think it's going to go way up from here. I think we're at almost the peak, if not the peak, at these upper 300s right now. Because don't go too crazy buying in, expecting it to go up too much. Yeah,
like if people start really like, fucking diamond handing this shit and like waiting it out, we could maybe see a $500 stock price. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, absolutely, maybe. Just because it's gonna get to a point. The government's going to get way too fucking scared. Yeah. They're already scared. Like, you know that they're jumping on this way faster than they are the stimulus check thing. Because they're like, oh no, we're losing money now. Yeah. So, like, it's going to go up, but it's going to go back down. That's how it fucking works. Everything evens itself back out as much as we don't want it to. So, yeah, if you're not in it now, buy some for the fucking meme of it if you want to, but do not put any fucking serious money in there. And also, just don't listen to us. We're not fucking investors. Also, fuck it. It might go up to 2,000 tomorrow, and we would have no idea when the market opens. So we're not investors. We're not dudes who do this for a living. We are just idiots. We're just boys that are just talking about shit that we see on the internet. Yeah. Just want to be part of a revolution. It is like, regardless of if you're in it or not, it's fucking fun to like play along and just watch these it's the posts, regardless of how ill-conceived or maybe not well thought out they are, like they're fucking inspiring, dude. Yeah. Like you put some like trailer music in the background and read one of those posts out, it's just like,
we will hold. Like, we are the 99%. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Ape together strong.
Yep, ape together strong.
It's so great. Goddamn.
So good. But yeah, so that's been happening. Very fun to play along. If you haven't been keeping up with it, I just implore you to just give a look on the Wall Street Bets subreddit. It's wild. It's truly like, it'll suck you in.
Yeah, and it's just kind of neat to watch. Like, this is like so much fucking history has happened in like the last 2 or 3 years, and this is like kind of like a beautiful like end cap to it.
Yeah,
because it's been like poor people and normal people just getting shit on.
Yeah,
for like months, years at a time. Well, I mean forever, but like it's been like in the forefront for like the last couple of years. And this is like the first time where it's just like, oh, like,
yeah, like, let's go.
Yeah, like oh, the normal people are actually getting a W for once. It's like kind of nice. So
it's fucking cool.
It's just neat.
Yeah,
that's like the best thing I can say about it. It's like uplifting. It kind of sucks because like you know that like some bad shit's gonna come from this just because the billionaires are gonna be upset,
of course, and they're gonna implement some like new laws or some loopholes or whatever that
exactly. But it's
them.
But you know, for the time being, we all get to sit back, take a look at it, and be like, yeah, fuck these guys, dude.
Super cool.
And like Wall Street Bets just has like a lot of great stories on it, like people like being like, this changed my life, like, you know, this community has done this, this, and this. Like, granted, there's a lot of people in that community that are just dumb, like they just have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's a lot of it's endearing, and especially like the stuff around it right now, you're just like, yeah, dude, let's fucking go. Let's fucking.
I joined the Discord, and it's just a chaos. I think it's still chaos.
Is it just like constant?
Yeah,
messages?
dude, it's nuts.
Let's see what this looks like right now.
Let's check out this Discord.
Oh my god, dude.
Wait a sec. Is this Wall Street Bet? That's Wall Street Bets 2. All right, here we go. Let's just watch.
Is it just okay?
All right. It's not updating as quickly as it does on the computer. And it's the weekend, so the stocks aren't moving. But typically, like,
this is kind of insane. Just like some of these people that are in here.
I mean, like some of the messages are just like, I don't know how anyone reads it. This is all from like the last like 2 minutes.
It's like watching a Twitch stream, like especially like if you watch like Hassan streams, and like his fucking tickers are just going past it. It's insane, dude. Holy shit. AOC putting up real fucking numbers,
dude. 300K.
It's insane. I'm just talking.
It was crazy. So she logs on. She was having so many technical issues. It was really funny.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would assume so.
She's trying to get. So she's on like Discord, and she's trying to get somewhat like the Discord audio, the computer audio, to come through because she has someone like talking on the other end who's like a financial advisor or whatever, just talking about the shit. So she's like, it's really funny. There's 300,000 people in there, and she's like, okay, hold on, guys. Sorry.
It's like watching a normal person do,
and she's
like,
trying to read
shit.
the chat, and it's going like this. And she's like, wait, someone said
she needs slow mode.
The OBS settings. Okay, hold on. And she's like clicking around, whatever. And she's like, I'm like, why is no one helping her? Like, she's probably in some office somewhere.
There's like all of like her fucking staffers and aides
just like
are just
watching,
like
they're like, come on.
They're like, oh my god, you're better than this.
So for like, she does that for like 5 minutes, and she's like, okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I'll be right back. And so she ends the stream, and still 300,000 people are there. She maybe lost 2,000 people, like, and she was gone for like 5-10 minutes. She comes back. She's like, all right, we're good to go. And all of the people were still there. Like, imagine like anyone else saying like, all right, I'll be back. They're gonna lose half their viewers at least.
Right. Oh,
she lost 2,000 out of 300,000.
Dude, what a margin.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So cool. So dude, that was really funny to watch.
I kind of like love that too because like when she did the first like Among Us stream when she played with like Hassan and like Pokimane and then also brought on like Alana Mar and who was I think she brought on like Cory Booker.
No way.
No, it was one of the guys who had like just won or something like that. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was like one of the bigger streams, like the first one that she did.
Yeah.
And like just put up just real fucking numbers. And I'm just like, this is
Dublin XQC, Dublin Saikuno's numbers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And like you're sitting there watching like this person who is a politician just playing video games and just talking about shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is the most approachable a politician has ever been.
Yeah.
Like this is like most of the time they've always been like, okay, cool. This is just like a person up on a pedestal.
Yeah, you never get to interact with them. You never get to see them outside.
They're your representative, and like people are just like, well, they don't really represent me. It's like, okay, well now you can literally go in, play a fucking video game with them and just talk to them.
That's cool.
It makes it so much more like a personal connection with these people, and like makes politics a lot more accessible, and kind of like makes it a lot more in the forefront. Like we're not just like getting press briefings, and we're not just getting random fucking tweets and stuff like that. Like this is like they're able to sit down and just like be candid with everybody, and it's kind of beautiful. Like obviously they're gonna have talking points, and they're gonna have stuff rehearsed to be like, okay, like hey, if someone asks this, don't do this. Like I'll
I mean, they're still politicians.
Exactly. Like you got to keep some of it going, but like. Dude, like the implications of that for the future is kind of incredible.
Oh yeah.
The only problem is though, is like now you get people like fucking what's her name, like the MTG, like being psychotic.
Oh yeah.
And now like maybe she might get on the platform, which would just be atrocious.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of a double-edged sword in that fact, but it's like kind of beautiful to watch someone like AOC who is like straight up the future of like like politics in America. Like she is the future.
Yeah.
So it's like watching that happen and watching her like embrace these new things is like kind of sick.
It's very cool.
Yeah, dude.
Politics has always been like an old head game, you know.
Yeah.
And now it's like it's pretty cool.
Same with the stock market.
Yeah.
I'll look at it.
Yeah, exactly. The Zoomers are revolutionizing.
Dude, they're fucking. They are fucking V for Vendetta ass.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
like it's just the Zoomers, man.
Yeah,
it's all these kids that are like 14,
Zoomers.
15. Is that what Zoomers are? Are they about there?
Yeah, Zoomers are like up to 18, I think.
Okay, all right. So like, yeah, we have like the kids.
Yeah,
they're starting it, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited
it's
for
wild.
it.
So cool.
Keep us in your thoughts and prayers, Zoomers, when
Thanks,
you get
Zoomers. Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Preach.
Let's see what else I got here. I got some other things.
We always got the notes. Yeah, we were like, before this started, we were like kind of loosely talking about, you know, obviously all of the fucking stock market stuff. And then we were like, dude, we could talk about this for multiple podcasts, like just shit that we have found.
Yeah.
But we're like, we'll limit it.
Yeah, we'll limit it.
We'll get our
check
thoughts.
it out yourself. Check it out for yourself. Those are our, you know.
Exactly. We'll get our thoughts in there. We'll provoke you guys a little bit. But do your own research, as you should with everything, because stuff we say could be incorrect.
Absolutely, most likely all the time.
Actually, 90% of what we say is probably like factually inaccurate.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fine. Hey,
fine.
as long as you guys know
podcast.
That. Yeah,
we know it at the bottom.
You know it.
Fine.
It's
Good
great.
Shit.
It's a great time. We're just two boys having fun.
So you know who
That's
Fred
probably
Durst
not
is?
how I wanted to say that. Absolutely, I know who Fred Durst is. Unfortunately, but
his Instagram.
Oh God.
Have you ever seen his Instagram?
No.
That's it. That's his entire Instagram, dude.
What in the goddamn hell? You're confused? Classic. This is like Fred Durst.
It's so funny. They're just pictures of station wagons.
And they're not his photos.
No, they're just like photos from the internet.
Sugar, I'm outside. My goodness, you dance so well. Tangerine dreams, cutie. Blue skies, baby boo. Let's try something unconventional with potential. But if you don't mind, we'll need to refuel before plugging into the sunset as Clarence in Alabama.
It's just pictures of station wagons with these random captions.
That's so weird.
Coffee and chivalry. Congratulations, Elmo. Love your lower back tat.
Gets this idea?
Who
the fuck thought of that?
So his first post is from 2017, September 4th. Then he went September 5th, September 6th, September 7th, September 8th, September 10th, September 17th, 18th, 19, 20, 21, 26, 27, 28, 29. Dude, he's posted almost
consistent
every day. And then it started dropping off. Let's see. 2017, he posted almost every day after he started posting. And then 2019, he barely posted.
And they're not like professional photos either. Like he just Googled like station wagons, saved a shit ton of them off Google Images, and was just like, all right, I'll post these every now and then.
Wait, there's people tagged in these photos. Adele is tagged in this one. What is this, dude? On my way, pack for an extra week or so, and please don't forget the snacky poos.
What in the goddamn hell, dude?
What is this? Okay.
The music industry is so strange.
Ramstein is tagged in this one.
What's the picture?
Just another station wagon. Straight sideways, and not all of them are tagged.
Just every now and then, like
Every
when
now
he
and
like
then
feels like it.
he'll throw in a tag.
Do you think there's like some cryptic shit to this? Do you think like he tags people and then it's like has to do with something like specific?
No, man. Like maybe Rihanna's tagged in this one. Halle Berry's tagged in this one. Khloe
like
Kardashian.
Oh my god! So it's like not even just music industry people.
Halsey, Ariana Grande.
Dude, what
Bones?
the fuck?
This is random.
What
as
is
fuck.
happening?
What is this? Dude, Bones is tagged in multiple of these.
Look at Bones.
Bones is tagged in like 4 of these in a row.
Bones just has like a thing with Fred Durst, I guess.
Maybe. He just dropped a sick album.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Fuck.
so good. Okay, wild. I've never I don't know how I stumbled across this. I actually don't know. I think someone tagged Fred Durst in something.
And you were like, oh.
And I was like, Fred Durst, haven't heard that name in a fucking long time.
Yeah.
Clicked on it, all station wagons. He has a story.
Could you imagine going to it and thinking like, oh, I'm going to go see Fred Durst's life? Which, first of all, why? And then second of all, you're just met with goddamn station wagons?
Let's see what his story for today is.
Please be more station wagons. That's not a station wagon. Isn't this the Rasputin song?
Yeah, it's just a picture.
It's like it's just like a very 80s photo, like dudes in short shorts on like roller skates, and then like playing Rasputin, and then it does like a weird like color pop thing to the beat. Super weird.
He's following 20 people. He's following Pee Wee Herman,
fucking
Bones,
Rubens,
Magnus Carlsen, the chess player, and then just like a bunch of random people with no blue check marks. This guy named Evan Oh, what are these sculptures?
Oh
my fucking shit!
Oh, that's so off-putting.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Dude, they're sculptures of... What?
They're like hyper-realistic people that are sculptures, but then they like... What?
It's got like a tail. This is wild. Everyone look up Evan Penny sculpture on Instagram. You know what else he's following? He's following this weird guy from TikTok.
I feel very uncomfy.
Baby girl, baby squirrel.
It's just like a baby squirrel account. Like it's just photos of baby squirrels.
It is, but it's just one specific baby squirrel.
It's just like a dude's TikTok.
All right, the name of the squirrel is Petunia. Rescued 9/30/2018 at only 4 weeks old. Spreading love from one shoulder to the next. Her favorite scripture is Genesis 1:24.
All right, what is Genesis 1:24?
I don't know.
All right, I'll find it.
Look up Genesis 1:24. That's so funny. Wow, sorry, we just went down a rabbit hole there.
Welcome to the internet. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind, and it was so. Dude, I hate the Bible. Man.
Hot take? The Bible sucks.
It's so many commas for no goddamn reason.
Why is it read like a Rupi Kaur poem?
Yeah, just make it a fucking sentence. Just make it another sentence.
No line breaks, please.
Fix the grammatical inaccuracies.
Oh, man,
I get it.
funny.
It was written 2,000 some years ago. But come on, it deserves an update. Like that, I don't know what the fuck that said.
I'd love to read a Bible in like Zoomer language.
Dude, anytime someone's just like, they're like, well, I read my Bible every night. And I'm like, okay, I have
the same book.
Yeah, I was like, I have the reading comprehension of like a 4th grader. So like, I have to reread the same page like 4 times when I'm reading a normal book. Yeah. If I read the Bible, I have to do it like every line. I'm like, what the fuck did that even say?
Couldn't do it.
Dude, dude, let's do it.
Update the Bible. Yo, King James, where you at? We need to update, homie.
King James is just LeBron James's Bible. Like he sits down and like rewrites it.
Oh man,
dude, that'd be so funny. The Bible according to LeBron.
Oh my god.
The book according to LeBron.
He gets his own 2:24.
The gospel according to Kyrie.
Oh holy shit.
That'd be so funny.
Wow, that would be good actually. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
Holy shit, man. The fucking Bible.
My apartment complex sent
more
me,
stuff?
It's not a bad thing inherently. It's just like they sent me a care package.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
Dude, that was so like fucking orientation, like at school.
Like truly, it felt like I was a freshman moving. Like that's the stuff you'd give to a freshman who's living on their own for the first time. So I get a knock on the door on Wednesday night, and instead of just leaving it at the door, the apartment manager is like, "Hey, I've got a care package for you." I was like, "Oh, thanks, that's so nice." He's like, "Yeah, thanks for being a resident here." I was like, "Oh, sweet, thanks." He does a grand reveal. He pulls it out from behind his back. He had it behind his back, bro.
No.
He had this basket behind his back. Oh man, and he's like, "Here you go." And I'm expecting it to be like, I don't know, maybe some kind of like edible arrangement.
Dude, are you the only person that lives here?
No.
Okay, I was like, they're just so stoked that you like live here.
That would be
that they're
so
like,
funny.
you're our only resident.
Hey, here you go.
Please don't leave us.
Not anymore. I was the first person for about a week, and now I'm not anymore. There's plenty of people here. I know it is a bummer. I kind of miss just being able to walk out there and have the elevator just on the 4th floor when I need it. It's great. So he pulls it out, and it's got 2 rolls of toilet paper, not packaged, mind you, just like raw rolls of toilet paper.
Dirty Corona hands all over it.
Yeah. Dryer sheets, 15 pack. A bottle of hand sanitizer this big, I shit you not, this big.
Just a little baby boy.
And a water bottle, which was the water bottle was like well made. But like, it was like...
That's where the budget went, was the water bottle.
It was like truly like, hey, welcome to your first year living on your own in a dorm. Like, this is what you use for laundry. If you run out of toilet paper, you can always get some at the C-store, but here's something just in case.
The C-store. They're like specifically referencing like a fucking mini mart on like the first floor.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that'd be so funny.
And I was like, this has got to be embarrassing. I'm like, there's people here like the other residents that I've seen here are there's this like famous Viner who lives right above me. There's like old people in their 50s. I'm like, this is like not a gift you give to those people.
Yeah, right.
Like this is like a gift you give to an 18-year-old. I'm like, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. But like, imagine like this fucking famous Viner who was like so used to getting everything her way and like.
Dude,
here's some toilet paper.
Right.
I'd be like,
thanks, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that's so weird. How does it feel like living in a building with like a famous person?
It's very interesting. I saw her last night. I was like walking upstairs to look at the sunset. So fucking.
Wow, that's so cute, dude.
So lit.
Dude, you are the cutest grown ass man.
I was gonna watch the sunset, and I was like. Okay, I don't remember her name, but I just remember seeing her in like King Batch finds all the time.
Oh shit, okay.
So not like
famous, but like no.
Famous by association, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so yeah, it's very interesting, the kinds of people that live here.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. I hope to meet. I've met one person officially. He lives 3 doors down. I forget his name.
Dan?
Darnell? David?
Wow,
it's a D name. Those are very different names.
You go from Dan to Darnell.
It's his dog. I do remember his dog's name because I've never heard this name for a dog before. It's a tiny little pug. We got on the elevator at the same time, and we did that awkward thing where, like I normally in normal circumstances when I meet someone, I'd be like, "Hey, nice to meet you." I haven't been doing that for the past year for obvious reasons. And so we get in the elevator at the same time, and I was like, "Oh, hey, man, like, hey, I live right here. Nice to meet you, neighbor, blah, blah." And he's like, "Hey, nice to meet you." And, like, he reached his hand out. I didn't reach my hand out. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, sorry." And I was like, "Oh, no, it's fine."
Go for the elbow.
And so I, like, reached my hand out, but he had already drawn his hand back. And then he tries to reach again. And so, but then I pull it back, and I end up grabbing his 2 fingers and, like, shaking his fucking index finger up and down. And I was like, "Oh, God, okay." I was like, "Are you going to the lobby?" He's like, "No, I'm going to the parking garage." So.
Dude, that was painful to just like listen to.
It was bad.
To watch that happen, I would have gotten like sucked into myself.
Yeah,
I would have imploded.
It was really bad. Luckily, he had a dog with him, so I could kind of ease the tension and be like, "Oh, cute dog." The dog was licking the shit out of my kneecaps, bro. I swear to God, like he was like, I was like, "All right, bitch, fucking chill out." And anywhere I moved, the dog would lick my kneecaps, and he's like,
"Were you salty?"
I don't know. I was going to play tennis, so I hadn't been salty yet.
Oh my God, dude!
I'm like, all right. He's just like, "Oh, that's just troubadour," and I was like, "Troubadour."
Also, you say that like I'm supposed to understand that, right? Like I'm supposed to have that understanding going into this.
Yeah.
His name is Troubadour.
Troubadour the pug. Very nice man. Very nice dog. albeit a little handsy. The dog, not the man.
Well, it's a little mouthy.
A little mouthy.
Yeah.
And
tonguey?
that's a little tonguey.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Anyways, nice guy. He's the only person I've officially met, but I've seen people here. I'm just
people live here.
People live here now.
Dude,
it's a thing.
Isn't it wild that to think about how there could be people who are crazy famous just walking around and you just have no fucking idea.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's
LA, baby.
It's so weird. It's such a weird fucking place.
Yeah.
There's one of the famous Fast and Furious directors.
Mm-hmm.
I know where his house is because it's near where I work.
What?
And we're walking around and we have pictures of properties, so we know where our lines end and stuff like that. And they were yeah, this one is person's name.
Right.
And I was what?
This
yeah,
guy?
I was the guy, and they're yeah, that guy. They're we know him. I have his phone number. And I was what the fuck, dude?
We had a property dispute a while ago. I thought the fence was over on his side. He thought it was on my side.
We had a weird war. He started cutting down my trees for some fucking reason.
Out for a while. Actually, one of the characters, Dom Toretto's enemy, is named after me in the 7th movie. It's crazy.
Yeah, my name is Dom Toretto.
Yeah.
It's
what?
What? All of a sudden, just this dude that's just not named that. It's just oh yeah, by the way, my real name is Dominic Toretto. And it's just what?
Man. That would be funny as hell.
He's just oh yeah, he lifts up a door and it's hundreds of cars. For some fucking reason.
It's based off of me. Yeah,
we're
tight now. We're tight now.
Yeah, just on this farm.
Rocky start for to the neighborship.
I wanted a wrought iron fence. He wouldn't let me have a wrought iron fence. He was no man, it's got to be wood.
I was come on, you're joshing me. He's no.
Were you? Had you moved to South Bend when Tyrone Willingham was still the head coach of Notre Dame football?
Was that right before Brian Kelly?
No, because it was Tyrone Willingham, then Charlie Weiss, then Brian Kelly.
Charlie Weiss, that's what I meant. No.
Okay, so
I was Charlie Weiss's when I moved there.
My fucking neighborhood that I grew up in is the most upper middle class, just fucking white ass neighborhood. Mm-hmm. God, it's so annoying. But 3 streets into the back of my neighborhood, there was the Panorama of Homes Street, and that was where all of the Notre Dame football staff lived, basically from the 40s all the way until current time.
Shit, okay.
So Tyrone Willingham moved in there, and this was a fucking big deal for South Bend for 2 weeks. Was this fucking news story, and he had put in a wrought iron fence around his backyard. Mm-hmm. Cool. His house is fucking massive, dude.
Sure.
And the weird thing about that neighborhood was you go from their street, which was all big, huge, 3-story, all brick, 4-car garages, and then the next street over was just 2-story house, 1-car garage. It was a weird separation. But he put it in, and the HOA was pissed, dude. They were pissed at him, and they were dude, you can't do that. And he's just why? It's my fucking house.
Yeah.
And they're you can't. And so it was this back and forth of them of them just hating each other, and it was this is what constitutes as news now, I guess.
That's news.
And that
for
was it.
2 weeks. It was 2-week news cycle.
Dude, I mean, it was probably almost a month that would just come up.
Did he get to
in
keep
things.
the fence?
I don't know. I think he did.
Wow.
But the funny thing is if it's still there, you just drive by and be that's the fence.
That's the fence.
That's the fence right there.
But
so it's just, yeah, dude, it's so fucking weird. And then that was when I realized, oh, these motherfuckers live in my neighborhood?
That's
what the
crazy.
Where the fuck do I live? I was what is this?
I mean, doesn't Brian Kelly live right around there too? On off of Adams or whatever?
Charlie Weiss
Charlie
used to.
Weiss, that's what.
Yeah.
I keep getting this
he built a fucking barn.
It's like a barn,
and
yeah.
all this shit. Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Dumped a whole bunch of money into that little property, and then they booted him off the team, and he just left.
Yeah.
So it was just there.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. I always get them confused.
What a weird place, Granger, Indiana.
It is a wild place. Yeah.
God.
Weird.
There's another house in my neighborhood that the dude wanted to buy a plot and a half, and they're you can't do that. You just buy
the whole plot.
Yeah, you buy a whole plot. He was all right. So he bought both plots and then built a house in the middle of both of them.
What a fucking power move.
Yeah, dude, and it's the gaudiest motherfucker thing.
Oh, God.
Because it's my part of the neighborhood. So it's normal, like, upper middle class homes, like ranch styles, shit like that. And then you get to this thing that's just like a crystal front door, and like he's got like a 4-car garage, and it's like all brick and stuff. Like the center like room is like a French door that opens to like an atrium and like a spiral staircase that goes up. And we're just like, bro, our carpet's 35 years old.
There's a coffee stain on it from God knows when.
Like I spilled grape juice over there, and it's just still there, dude. What's going on?
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, that place is fucking weird.
What a place. What a time. What's the we're recording again?
We're at 25.
Oh, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. We got a. Oh, this is what I was looking at.
I love what you have like this very specific moment in like your eyes when like you figure something out.
Really?
Yeah, it's very interesting because you're just like. You lift up your eyes a little bit and like kind of lean into something like as soon as you figure it out. It's so funny.
That's hilarious.
But like as soon as I picked it up, I was just like, oh, he just does that. I was like, that's his fucking brain blast, you know? Like he just neutrons this shit.
That's me. All right, so there's I have yet to determine if this is real. I think it is. An Instagram account, the Brigham Young University Virginity Club.
This is like the fucking Provost most eligible bachelor.
Yeah, it's like that kind of type shit. But like they have like infographics. First one on the page, or the most recent one, how to come out as a virgin to your friends or partner. Coming out as a virgin to your friends can be nerve-wracking. Some virgins even worry about ridicule, prejudice, or bullying. Still, it's important to be authentic. When you decide you're ready, let your friends or your partners know that you're waiting until marriage.
You fucking virgin.
Make it clear. And then the next one, how to help the men in your life stay pure. Let them know the burden is on them to stay pure.
Oh, that just peaked so bad. I'm sorry.
Men should respect you no matter what you're wearing. That's true. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Too often, church groups talk about modesty and purity like it's the woman's obligation to safeguard the man's chastity. In reality, the only obligation a woman has is to herself and to God.
Here's the thing. That's actually like some good. That's good shit.
It's good shit.
Yeah. It's weird. But...
Have you experienced stigma or unfair treatment because of your virginity? Share your comment story in the section.
Every day of my goddamn life. Wait, what are the comments?
I know. I'm ready. All right. I was at Panera Bread when the
Panera Bread was where your fucking virginity was challenged. Panera Bread.
This is the pinned comment. This makes me think the whole thing's a joke because they pinned this. I was in a Panera Bread when the cashier asked if I was a virgin. Being a child of God, I knew the right answer was to tell the truth. When I said yes, and she began hurling freshly baked bagels at my head. All right, is this page a joke, or do they just have a good fucking sense of humor?
Oh my god, that's absolutely a joke. Dude, could you imagine just walking up and just be like, hey, how you doing? Like, oh, I'm good. Like, how about yourself? Like, oh, I'm doing great. Are you a virgin?
Yeah. Virgin scum. Fucking just throw.
She just puts her whole hand like in the fucking bread thing next to her and just starts fucking hurling him at him.
She gets 2 bread bowls. She puts them on like Hulk hands and just starts beating the shit out of this guy.
Like launches herself over it like fucking Superman punches him in the face.
That's so funny.
Dude.
Okay, so obviously that's a fake comment, but I don't know if this page just has really like funny.
Dude, there's no way that that's real. I mean, even in like a whole Child of God, Brigham Young University kind of scenario, in no way would they ever be like, we're making a virginity club and be serious about it. No human being could do that.
Right?
No way.
There's no way. All of these stories are like fucking hilarious. They're so fake. Actually, yes. One time I was roaming the streets of London by myself when I ran into pop icon Harry Styles. He came up to me and asked if I was a virgin, and of course I said yes, then proudly showed him my chastity ring. He then pushed me over,
drops the belt,
screamed, treat people with violence, and ran away. Luckily, I've learned from my experiences and now wear knee pads when I'm walking alone.
Treat people with violence. Harry Styles woke up and chose violence that day, man.
Oh my god, this is hilarious. The buddy system for virgins. Bring your buddy with you when visiting tempting places like clubs, parties, or bedrooms. You and your buddy can keep each other honest and help avoid any sexual sin. If you have a virginity buddy, tag them below. If you don't, comment seeking virginity buddy.
Dude, I'll be your virginity buddy.
Will you? Anytime I enter a bedroom, just please come with me.
I'm just like in the corner, just watching.
This is my virginity buddy, so don't try anything funny.
I like don't speak. I'm just...
No funny business. Hold up. There's
I like camouflage into the wall, like just like it's sucked into it and come
your
back
eyes
out.
open. You just see like in the dark. The link in their bio links to a change.org petition. Approve the Virginity Club on BYU's campus. For too long, virgins have gone unfairly stigmatized in a society where it's cool to make fun of people who follow the scriptures and wait for marriage. The mainstream media is saturated with sex and nudity, and virgins are routinely the punchline of jokes and memes on the internet and in everyday discourse. Virgins are not better than anyone else, and forgiveness is always possible. Think born-again virgins. But BYU students waiting until marriage deserve a safe space on campus, a space where they can examine their unique position in a society where virginity is the exception rather than the rule. I cannot believe... So people are signing this, but as a joke.
Wait.
This club inspires me to keep it in my pants and keep true, despite all these hoes wanting my massive dong.
Dude, I just, like... Here's the thing. Out of, like, all the schools in the country, though, BYU would be the one that I would expect to do this kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But it's just so absurd. Like, there's no way. Also, like, can we just talk about their grid?
Yeah, it's like... They got it, yeah.
It's just like a strip of blue, a strip of like cream, and then a strip of white.
Yeah.
It's kind of beautiful, I'll be honest with you.
Treat sexual purity like stock investing. There's no greater asset than your own sexual purity. Asset. The upside is infinite. Many blessings will come your way as you follow God's will. The risk, meanwhile, is zero. It's never too late to add sexual purity to your portfolio. Yeah, I've got GameStop. Oh my God.
You were right the first time.
Yeah.
And you just went.
GameStop, AMC, and sexual purity. I'm invested in all of them except the latter the most.
You like you walk into like your fucking like TD Ameritrade's office and like they sit down and they're just like, all right, so let's take a look at your portfolio. Let's see what you got. And he's like, all right, yeah, cool, yeah. And he's like, oh, one more thing for you. He's like, oh, like another portfolio, like another thing. He's like, no. Slides it across the table and he's just like, what do I do with this? This is a ring? Is this your wedding ring? Are you like telling me to invest your wedding ring? No. It's my purity ring. He's like, okay,
holy shit.
Sir, what are you doing here? Well, I want to invest in my sexual purity. You just really get some like those big returns and those gains on those, Sir, I think you need to understand that we invest these things, not whatever that is. All right? We don't do that. Fine. I guess I'll just
take it somewhere else.
Guess I'll go somewhere else.
Open an E-Trade account.
A place that respects me and my virginity. And then he like storms out, and the dude's just like sitting in his office like, fuck. And the aide walks by, just like, are you okay, sir? It's just like, can you please close the door?
I need to take the rest of the day off.
It's just like, please cancel
my appointments.
I'll be back
so
tomorrow.
funny.
And he just like gets up and leaves. That'd be a good skit.
That would be a really good skit. Dude, these are so good. Definitely just check it out. At BYU Virgin. What does it mean to be a virginity ally? Celebrities who have waited until marriage to have sex. Jessica Simpson. Kevin Jonas. Henry Kissinger. Jeff Bezos.
Oh God, I'm still not convinced Jeff Bezos has sex.
Dude, he doesn't.
I think he has like a surrogate.
Yeah.
Like he pays somebody to fuck
Absolutely.
his wife.
100%.
Oh, for sure. There's no way.
That's
and
so
so like
good.
she still has to call said surrogate Jeff.
Yeah. 100%.
Like that's just not his name.
He just made a clone
or
of
her
himself.
name. Yeah.
Probably. Just has a clone. Or like a robot. Or he doesn't even... You know what? I don't even know.
He's a fucking simulacrum. Like he goes and like sits in like a chair and uploads his consciousness to a robot, fucks his wife, and then like links back out of it. Yeah. Like that's how that works.
I do not require such intimacies, but my wife does, and so I will use this sex robot. Thank you, Elon.
And like the cod piece opens up and just like this huge like fake like dildo comes out of it, just like just floppy and shit. Dude, holy shit, that'd be so funny. Have you seen the fucking the dude who's married to a sex doll in Japan?
No.
Married to a sex doll? Just had a baby with it. And it's also another doll. And it's fucking weird, dude.
What the fuck?
Like, hey man, good on you. Do your thing. You are your own person. We love you. We cherish you. We love individuality. Build that shit up. But hey, it's also kind of fucking
so
weird.
Weird, bro.
Pretty fucking weird.
It's odd.
And I think you need to accept that on some level. That it is weird.
He's got to be self-aware, right?
I would hope so.
Did he do it for like the meme and for the like?
Dude, if he did it for the meme, he's fully invested in this meme.
Damn.
Could you imagine?
No.
Like ever like dating that guy?
No.
Like, and then he's just like, oh yeah, my ex-wife, she's a real fucking character.
I've got her right here in the closet. What?
What? Opens it up, just. They're like, and he's just like, baby, you wanna say hi to our new guest? The fucking servo. Hello. Sorry, she's jammed up. Just like
cleaner the last
hits it a couple of times.
Hey, don't be rude.
Baby.
Welcome. Come.
Takes the head off, like tilts it, just all of this cum just comes out of it, pops it back on. He's like, all right, there
sorry,
she
I forgot to drain it.
She was full, you know.
That's so funny because literally like 10 minutes ago, my friend just texted me a link to Reddit. Ladies who go bareback, how do you stop the cum leaking out of you all the time?
Bro, you don't. That's just how that works. It's not like it doesn't just like suck it up.
That's so
a vagina's not a vacuum. As much as we want it to be, it is not. All right, that's just how it works. Gravity, there's like less friction to like stop gravity. I don't know, man. That's so funny. That's so fucking
what a
funny.
Random timing. All right, we're gonna cap this episode off with a classic relationship advice. Let me find one real quick.
Again, we are not licensed marriage counseling therapists, and we are also not licensed stockbrokers or investment people. Don't fucking listen to us for either of these, but we will give our opinions on them because we think they're funny.
They're so funny. All right, the title. How do I convince my sister that I don't want to fuck her fiance? How do I, 24 male, convince my sister, 31 female, that I don't want to fuck her 30-year-old male fiance? I know the title sounds strange. I'll try to be concise with this. I'm 24, I'm a male, I have a sister, and due to the age gap, we were never really close. We grew up in the US, but after college, my sister moved to Europe. I haven't seen her much since she was 18 and I was 11, but since we weren't very close, we were fine with the occasional texting and every other year Christmas visits. Two very important pieces of context for the story. The first is that, even with the age gap, we look extremely alike. In the few times she's been home since I was older, people have commented that we could be twins. The second is that I'm 100% straight. I've only ever dated girls and have never been interested or experimented with men in any way.
First off, you're not 100% straight.
First off, nobody's 100%
no one
straight.
Is. Everyone's a little gay. Continue.
Everyone's a little gay.
Everybody's a little bit gay.
I've been with the same girl since I was 21. Okay, so now on to the main story. About a year ago, my sister met her fiance, who I'll call Rob. I met Rob for the first time this Christmas. We quickly bonded over RuneScape.
Who I will refer to as Fred Durst.
We quickly bonded over our love of station wagons. We chatted a ton while he was here, and because it was Christmas, we were usually drinking. He seemed a little touchy, touching my arm, my back, laughing a lot, maybe a few oddly timed hugs. I thought nothing of it. Maybe that's just how Europeans are. I've heard that. Anyway, they went back to Europe.
That's how Europe makes them, baby. They pull them out of the ground. They just hug the shit out of you.
Touchy as fuck, kissing on both cheeks and whatnot. You know how they be.
You've seen The Godfather. Come on.
Hey, my son. Anyway, they went back to Europe just after New Year's, and Rob and I have been casually chatting on WhatsApp, mostly about video games. A little odd. I guess WhatsApp makes sense.
I mean, it's pretty big.
And
it's like what most people use.
So it makes sense. A few days later, I asked my sister if he was okay. She said yes, but she needed to talk to me. Oh, wait. One day he stopped responding to my messages, and then I asked my sister if he was okay. She said yes, but she needed to talk to me. To keep it short, here's what my sister told me. Rob found me extremely attractive. Because he's attracted to my sister, he also found me attractive. Weird. And
that's a weird like line to draw between the two. Like, I find you attractive, so I also find you attractive.
Brother.
It's like, but they're not this. Anyways.
So he's now questioning his sexuality, like I was some sort of gay stepping stone. That's a really funny way to put it.
A gapping stone?
Gapping stone. My sister and I are
gaping stone?
Okay. My sister said they're going to work things out, but she asked that I stay away from Rob. I figured I rarely see them, and this is all bizarre, so I agreed. She also asked me to promise I'd never fuck Rob.
Hey.
Don't fuck my fucking fiance.
Fuck my fiance.
Y'all live in France. I'm in fucking New Jersey. What are you talking? Don't fuck
him. It's a 12-hour flight for me to get anywhere near him. What are you talking about?
Fuck him. I know your little ways, your little scheming ways.
Have you ever seen like the really shitty comedy called The Girl Next Door?
No.
The whole concept of the movie is that this guy, he's like a kid in high school. This girl moves into moves into the house next door. She is like an ex-porn star.
Okay.
And like the shenanigans happen, stuff like that. Turns out they actually love each other. Very like really like clearly written by a dude.
Yeah.
But like there's one line in it that is so funny to me that he has like this moment of like clarity where he's like, I have to save her from this porn convention.
What?
Again, weird. And so like he leaves, and then, like his friend like comes out the door, and he's just like, I swear to God, if you do not fuck her, I will kill myself. And it's that line has lived in my head rent free ever since I first saw it, and it's just so funny to me. Like it's just so funny. Like just like the thought of somebody screaming that is just so strange to me. So it's just that, but in reverse. So it's like, I swear to God, if you fuck him, I will kill myself.
Don't fuck Rob.
Do not fuck Rob. I'm making that my Twitter bio.
Do not fuck Rob.
Do not fuck Rob.
So I agreed, which is insane because not only am I straight, but the implication is that I'd fuck my sister's fiance unless I was told not to. I told her she was being ridiculous and I'd never do that.
I'm not gonna fuck your fiance. What?
We got into an argument because I wouldn't specifically agree not to fuck him. I asked why he wasn't being held accountable. It should be his job to leave me alone.
True.
He's not the only one who wants to fuck. He's the only one who wants to fuck me.
He's not the only one that wants to fuck me.
I'm not attracted to him at all. I was told I wouldn't be invited to her wedding. She hung up on me after I told her Rob would probably cheat on her with someone in Europe if she wasn't even sure she wouldn't fuck her own brother. Damn. It's been about a week since this happened, and I don't know what to do. We haven't talked since. Neither me nor my sister has told my parents, but it'll definitely hit a boiling point when wedding invitations go out. What do I do? Should I apologize and promise I won't fuck Rob to smooth things over? Blah, 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 blah.
Bro, that's so weird.
There's an update.
Oh, let's go.
This post got a lot more attention. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, the typical second follow-up.
Yeah. I wasn't worried about this, but her behavior during our conversation was so erratic that I couldn't put it past her, so I lived 20 minutes from my parents. I went to their house to have a talk. I asked them to refrain from commenting until I had said everything. I covered the basics, blah, 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 blah. Sister said they were going to work things out. Blah, 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 blah. When I finished, I had to say my dad started laughing, which he's absolutely known to do when he's uncomfortable. My mom was horrified. They both admitted that they had noticed he was touchy-feely with me over Christmas. We talked for a while about the questions they had. Had Rob said anything to me before the phone call? No. We had a whole discussion about why I wouldn't make the promise to her, and to my surprise, they were completely on my side. Now, here's where shit hit the fan. As I mentioned in my last post, Rob had messaged me. He said he was sorry for causing all of this, for ruining my friendship with my sister, etc.
And for wanting to fuck my brains out.
He said that he was confused, but he does love my sister and wants to move past this. I responded by saying things may not recover from this. Oh, jeez. And he should have either broken up with my sister or to figure himself out or kept this to himself. My parents were beyond upset to hear about this, and that I wouldn't be going to the wedding. Even though I asked them not to, they called my sister immediately after. Blah, blah, blah. Well, folks, it was a shit show. According to my dad, she started freaking out, yelling, sobbing, accusing them of taking my side. My dad tried to explain that there are no sides here, that they just wanted to remedy the situation. The call lasted less than 5 minutes. She claimed she saw my response to Rob and that we're trying to break them up. She uninvited my parents, who were paying for the whole wedding, and blocked them on every social media. We're worried that she's having a legitimate mental breakdown. There's no way to contact her. We have no family anywhere in Europe to help out. At this point, we're quite sure the wedding won't happen, as my parents certainly won't pay for it after all of this. We know Rob's a good-natured guy.
He just casually wanted to fuck me.
He just wanted to fuck me. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Second update.
Oh my God.
Final update.
There's so much.
It's been a year. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, this is a post from early. Okay, so the update is recent. It's been a year since my post. I figured it was time to give a quick update. Quick recap, blah, blah, blah.
I'm married to Rob.
That would be so funny. Rob told me that my sister was going back and forth between trying to kick Rob out and trying to convince him to get married. At one point, she claimed to be pregnant and threatened Rob with an abortion. As far as he was concerned, their relationship was over, and he was trying to convince my sister to return to the U.S. This caused an additional breakdown with my sister because she was convinced she had ruined her relationship. Eventually, she moved out of Rob's house and in with a friend of hers. This is where we stopped hearing from Rob altogether. She lived with her friend briefly, and then she moved back in my parents in March. She'd been speaking to a therapist via Zoom for about 9 months now. I don't talk to her much, and I'm not sure I'll ever forgive her. cordial when we get together as a family, but I won't ever look at her the same way. Regardless of her mental health, she decided to go nuclear on me for something that her fiance did wrong. That is depressing. That's the end.
That is a goddamn doozy, dude.
That is the end of that update.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if we can even give advice.
What advice is there to give? I mean, maybe before the update, be like, oh, well, maybe you should do this. But, like, fucking that ship is sailed.
Yeah, like, that's, like, done. Ah, fuck. I mean, like, I guess, like, the biggest thing, too, is that, like, hey, maybe don't sound like such an asshole when you're texting him the first time. I know. But, like, also, too, it's, like, that's, like, such a weird
There's a lot of people...
Dude. That's a lot to unpack.
Involved. Like, there's a lot of, like, you can't really, like, pin the blame on, like, one specific person.
Right. Like, there's no, like, way to, like, dance around it either, because it's like, okay, well, this situation is already kind of weird, and like could have handled that better, sure. And then like the sister going nuclear is like a completely other thing that it's like I can't really comment on that just because I don't really know what the fuck her like mental state is at that point. So it's like any advice that you would give might not be effective. Dude, that's
wild.
Dude, I'm like legitimately just like I don't know. I got nothing.
I don't either. Dude, fucking hey. Good for Rob for figuring out what he wants. Sorry about the sister. Hope she gets better. And
good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah, goddamn.
Keep us posted.
Have any of you guys ever been in a situation like this? Classic Christmas thing, get together, and then your sister's boyfriend starts groping you under the
just
table.
Just tries to fuck you.
Yeah,
you know?
It's nuts. It's crazy.
Dude, what a fucking time. It happens to everybody.
Happens to everyone.
At least once, you know?
At least once. At least once. That's the true sign of adulthood.
Jesus. Okay, well, hey, we didn't really get to advice on that.
So it's just a wild story for you guys to cap off the episode.
Damn.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Episode 37. We've got the numbers down at this point.
In the books. We finally have we've got it written down.
Yeah, it's really nice. I have got a goddamn gurgle in my butt.
Yeah, me too.
It's like
it's starting up.
It's starting, dude. It's traveling its way.
The engine has
through my lower intestine. And
it's gonna be rough.
So it's gonna be a fun time, but we want to just thank you guys for tuning in, spending some time with us. You know, whether it was a couple minutes here and there, or whether you watched the whole thing. And check out Wall Street Bets. It's nuts.
Just keep in the loop on that, just because it's fucking interesting.
Hold the line, diamond hands, ape together strong, and we will see you guys next time.
Middle of the day, middle of the week. Peace.
It's the shit that Nardwuar does.